We own IRS and we also own the federal tax returns for this year. Yes. We have a lot of money to pay off, and now I have another debt. Hello friends, you are welcome back to my channel. My name is Josy. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a new subscriber, thank you for being part of my friends. If you are an OG, you guys know I love you guys so much. Today we are doing a different setup of video, but from the title you guys know what I'm going to talk about. For those of you who have been following me, you know I have my student loan. I'm done with all my consumer debt except my student loan and our mortgage. But this year when we did our taxes, it was like one of the biggest amounts that we have on the federal and at the same time on the state taxes. I live in Indiana, for those of you who are new here. So every year we kind of estimate that we're going to own the government or own the taxes. When we do our taxes, me and my husband know from day one that we're going to own. Meanwhile, we have like 5 kids. I live with my mom. We own a house. I have a small business, which it just started last year. So this year was the first time I'm using it to file taxes. So it was kind of like we were not sure how much we were going to own. In the previous year, since we started owning like 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Before that, we would get a little tax return, which was okay with us. But from 2020, we started owing like almost every year, but we would own like $500, $1,000, and we would just pay it up front because we know the chances of owning is very high. But this year, 2023 taxes came in, we filed it, and it was on top of the every time that we own. We were kind of like, oh my God, this is a lot. And if not because of my little business that I'm doing, according to my accountant, we could have won a little way more than that. So the business kind of helped a little bit. I haven't started making a lot of profit in the business, but I did buy a lot of things for the business because it just started last year. I needed equipment. So we kind of like, oh my God, this is too much. So the amount that we own, from what you've seen from the thumbnail, we own the federal $4,882. That's how much we own for the federal. And for the state, we own $902. So, which is kind of extreme. So when it came in, I was like, there's no way we can pay this money up front. Because if we do that, it means we have to tap in our emergency. I have to go sell some of our investment to pay it up front. But you have an option to pay it in installment. But if you pay in installment after the 15th, according to IRS, you might pay interest on it, which is okay with us. We're going to pay it as soon as possible so that the interest will be more than that. But let me tell you the reason why we own. So according to our accountant, which is also a tax professional, we own because they didn't deduct enough money from our taxes. And the reason is that I have 4 kids and I have my nephew, so I have 5. But I don't use my nephew, I use my 4 kids. We use our 4 kids to file, and we mostly file jointly, married jointly. So most of the times we will use our kids. So when I'm doing my W-2, I started a new job beginning of last year. When I'm doing my W-2, I'll put it in. How many kids do you have? You put it in, you fill all those things, and they will do the exemptions for you. So when, according to my tax expert, when Trump was a president, he changed the taxes rule a little bit. So when I started my new job, I put it in how many kids I have, and it did the exemption for me. So it means I was getting all the money that I was supposed to get. So they were deducting just a little amount. I should have gone in, if I knew, to change the exemptions to 0, so that they would take, the IRS would take whatever they want to take, and at the end of the year, when I do the taxes, whatever is left, they will give me. Which most financial guru like Dave Ramsey don't like that. I think so far he's the only one who said it's not a good approach. Just take your money, use it throughout the whole year, and that's it. And for my husband as well, he put in how many kids we have, all those things, and they didn't deduct enough. So we should have gone in, changed the exemptions to 0 or dependence to 0, so that they would take whichever amount IRS would take, and at the end of the year, they will decide what they're going to give it to us. When it comes to tax, I'm not a tax expert, but from our understanding, our deductions were not enough to IRS. So now we own them. The state as well. Okay. So now that we know that, we went in and changed it for next year. So let's see how next year will go. When I check my paycheck, I realized that the amount is kind of lower because they are deducting more as usual. So that's it for the taxes. So this year we did one. As a cash staffer that I've been cash staffing, trying to do savings challenges, saving everything, what we decided to do to pay off this money is that we are a month ahead. A month ahead, that it means that we are a month ahead in our bills. So I decided that, okay, for us to pay this money fast without hanging on our neck, which me and my husband, we kind of afraid of debt a little bit. Like, if it's mortgage debt, that's fine. But when it comes to IRS, student loan, we trying to do our best to get out of it. We managed to pay off our car. We managed to pay off our consumer debt. So that's good. So we decided that, okay, instead of being a month ahead, we're going to be 2 weeks ahead. Then we will take the money that I have a month ahead, half of it, and pay some of the amount for federal and the states. The federal is about 882. We're going to pay like half of it. Then we will do the half of it in installments. So that's the main reason why I love the cash staffing system. The cash staffing system is able to make me put money aside without me knowing, without me getting worried. So when some of these things come, I am able to pay without getting worried. It's not like we don't have a bank account. It's not like we don't know how to spend our money, because some of these things are going to happen. It is going to happen. And how are you going to take care of it? So if you don't have any money in savings, let's say you don't have any money in savings, something like this happened, you put it in installments, it become an extra money. You have to get it from your pay. And if you have not been budgeting to know where your money is going, you can't pay, interest go on it, because you can wait as long as you want to pay this money off. I think when you go on the Google, most people are saying that you have up to next year to pay it off before you do your next taxes. Some are saying it's better you pay it outright. Some are saying that you can wait and pay little by little. So it depends on you. But why do I have to let this debt hang on me? I'm struggling to pay off my student loan, which is a lot. For those of you who have been following me, you know how I talk about my student loan. So getting a lot of debt is kind of like not putting us anywhere. So I'm super glad that I am able to put money aside. Like my month ahead that I have saved it for a long time has come in handy right now. We have money in savings. That's good. We didn't want to tap our emergency fund. So we have ways and different ways to pay off this debt. So I hope you will learn something from this video. I want you to take a look at your W-2 and your W-4. Compare how your exemptions are, because that plays a lot of role when it comes filing your taxes, how much you're going to get as a refund, how much you own. So you don't want to be like my family that we own money to IRS right now. So go take a look at your W2 and your W4. Talk to your HR or talk to your tax person. They might guide you very well. So thank you for watching me today. So grateful to have everybody here. Thank you. I will see you in my next video. For my new subscribers, thank you. Bye, bye, bye.